So Friday, President of the United States, Suffolk County, New York, Long Island, goes out on the island, and he has assembled the sheriff's office and police from the entire county and area to talk about MS-13, these brutal animals. Okay, I think I have a picture there. I don't remember what I named that one, Sam. If it said President and MS-13 or something like that. But anyhow, the president goes out to Long Island to talk to these police officers concerning this brutal gang, MS-13. And I can't find the picture myself because my computer froze up. So anyhow, it's just got the president with a bunch of police officers behind it. Don't worry about that. I don't remember what I named the picture. So anyhow, and it could say ABC or something like that, so don't worry about it. So anyhow, he goes out there to talk about the brutal MS-13 gang. Almost said the brutal MSNBC. MS-13 gang. And let's start with the clip of what... Now, Long Island, how many deaths out there? Let's start with the clip of the president. It starts at 1:10. Play that for us, Sam.
We love our police. We love our sheriffs. And we love our ICE officers. And they have been working hard. Thank you. They have been working hard. Together, we're going to restore safety to our streets and peace to our communities. And we're going to destroy the vile criminal cartel MS-13 and many other gangs. But MS-13 is particularly violent. They don't like shooting people because it's too quick. It's too fast. I was reading one of these animals was caught and explaining they like to knife them and cut them and let them die slowly because that way it's more painful and they enjoy watching that much more. These are animals. We're joined today by police and sheriffs from Suffolk, Nassau, Dutchess, and Ulster counties, state police from New York and New Jersey, many of you I know, great friends, immigration and customs enforcement officers, and law enforcement personnel from a number of federal agencies. So we're loaded up with great people, that's what I call it. And I want to just tell you all together right now, and the reason I came, this is the most important sentence to me, on behalf of the American people, I want to say thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. And I don't think you know how much the public respects and admires you. You're saving American lives every day, and we have your backs. Believe me, we have your backs 100%. Not like the old days. Not like the old days. You know, when you want to take over used military equipment, they were saying you couldn't do it. You know what I said? That was my first day. You can do it. In fact, that stuff is disappearing so fast we have none left. You guys know how to, you really knew how to get that. But that's my honor, and I'll tell you what, it's being put to good use. I especially want to thank ICE Director Tom Holman, who has done an incredible job in just a short period of time. Tom, get up here. I know you just spoke.
All right, I just want to highlight that's President Trump in Long Island last week. And he wants to return safety and peace to our streets. Okay? Safety and peace to our streets. All right? Chicago's on a 700 homicide for the year. Their average, if they keep going at the great pace, I'm sorry to say it that way, that they're headed, Chicago is well on its way to over 700 homicides this year alone. All right? Security, safety, and peace. Now, MS-13, they will mutilate the body to watch them painfully die. Their victims die, okay? El Salvadoran gangs. Now, you have Jeff Sessions, which all we heard about this weekend is how Donald Trump took on Jeff Sessions and humiliated him on Twitter. Jeff Sessions is down in El Salvador on Thursday. President Donald Trump is in Long Island on Friday. The most important sentence, on behalf of the American people, thank you. We have your back, not like the old days. So instead of Donald Trump highlighting the thugs of Ferguson, highlighting the thugs of what has taken place, Freddie Gray, some of the Baltimore, what's happened there, instead of the president highlighting that and making that the positive, and the president going and with the law enforcement, wanting to do a research, okay, to try to retrain law enforcement to be a better part of their community. This guy's real. Donald Trump's real. It's about you and your safety. He could care less about these thugs. I'm with him. So what do they get out of that immediately is, let's show this next clip. What do we have there, Sam? I have a couple of them. Which one do I have? This. Now, police, don't play the one with Al Sharpton. Play the other one. All right. Trump encourages police brutality. This is what they got out of that.
You see these towns, and when you see these thugs being thrown into the back of a paddy wagon, you just see them thrown in, rough. I said, please don't be too nice. Like when you guys put somebody in the car and you're protecting their head, the way you put their hand over. Like, don't hit their head, and they've just killed somebody, don't hit their head. I said, you can take the hand away, okay? It's essential.
You know how you're putting them in the back of the car and you got your hand on their head so they don't bump, and they just killed somebody. They just killed somebody, and you're concerned about their head? Take their hand away. Bounce their head off the top of the car. Put them in there. Let me tell you something. Did you hear and see the cheers of the law enforcement there? The law enforcement. Because we're not advocating brutality, police brutality. We're not advocating that. We're not okay with police brutality. But you know what? Don't be so nice, Donald Trump, saying, I'm not here to retrain you. I'm here to tell you that between ICE and your local departments, MS-13 is going to be gone. And we're going to quit going around worrying about if we bump somebody's head, getting them in the back of a police cruiser, and they just killed and murdered somebody. That is over. You have our support. But what happens? Immediately, these big cities, right? Police chiefs denounce Trump's endorsement of police brutality. Okay? Police leaders across the country move quickly to distance themselves from or to outright condemn President Trump's statement about roughing up people who've been arrested. The swift public denunciations came as departments are under intense pressure to stamp out brutality. Departments are under pressure to stamp out brutality. What about us being under pressure to stop murders? Stop the brutality of MS-13 and stop that This is brutality. The swift public, okay, brutality and excessive force that can erode relationships between officers and the people they police. The cost police chiefs their jobs. Some police leaders worried that the 3 sentences uttered by the president during a Long Island, New York speech could upend nearly 3 decades of fence mending by the president, since the 1991 Los Angeles Police Department beating of Rodney King, ushering in an era of distrust in police. Now, they're upset also about him using the word paddy wagon. When you throw them in a paddy wagon, they're upset over that, saying it's a racial slur. So let me just play one clip of the media going crazy, because this is what was on the news this weekend, because we're going to get to Deborah Wasserman Schultz, we're going to get to Fusion GPS, we're going to get back into North Korea, we're going to get back into actual news that is taking place. But these are the things that were so concerning to the media this weekend. Donald Trump advocating police brutality. Let's play that one CNN clip. I don't want to play the Al Sharpton. I can't stand to look at him. Let's play the one CNN clip just to give a little bit of an idea of how they went nuts all weekend long over this.
You see these thugs being thrown into the back of a paddy wagon. You just see them thrown in, rough. I said, please don't be too nice. Like when you guys put somebody in the car and you're protecting their head, you know, the way you put their hand over. Like, don't hit their head, and they've just killed somebody, don't hit their head. I said, you can take the hand away, okay?
Some chuckles, some cheers there, but the remarks came during a speech that the president made on Long Island yesterday, speaking specifically about the MS-13 gang violence. And although there were some in agreement, as you heard there, not everybody applauded the comments.
The human rights activists and even some law enforcement are denouncing what they call an endorsement of brutality at a time when police are under scrutiny for the use of excessive force. Joining us now to talk about this, former police chief of DeKalb County, Georgia, Cedric Alexander. Cedric, good morning to you. I want to read for you what the Suffolk County Police Department immediately put out in his opposition to what the president said. Here it is. The Suffolk County Police Department has strict rules and procedures relating to the handling of prisoners, and violations of those rules and procedures are treated extremely seriously. As a department, we do not and will not tolerate roughing up of prisoners. You say the president's remarks are direct endorsement of brutality. Explain that.
Let me say this. Look, the remarks we heard yesterday from the president are very disturbing to all of us in the law enforcement community and across this country. We have been working for years, a large number of years, a great number of years, to improve relationships, and certainly in the most recent years we have been. When you have the highest office in the land, make a comment to the fact, give inference to that brutality is okay, you're not going to find a city leader or police executive anywhere in this country who's going to support that.
700 dead, but our relationship with the community is really doing well. Our relationship, police brutality. While some cheered, many did not, or whatever she said. While some cheered, many didn't. I think the room broke out in applause. The left has gone crazy over the police brutality statement that they claim Donald Trump made. Let me tell you, this is another reason why I tell you this is not playing in middle America, okay? Because you know what? We believe if you get arrested because you've done something and you bounce your head getting in the car, the world didn't end. We have seen it all too many times. So we don't want to hear that's police brutality. We don't want to hear that. We want to actually have MS-13 gone. No one reported the actual reason that the president was on Long Island Friday. No one truly reported that. And I don't mean all the internet news. I'm talking about ABC, NBC This Week, and nobody talked about that. Is how his language encouraged and his speech encouraged police brutality. Really? Let me tell you something. The president is playing in America, and he's doing well in America. He's not doing well in these population pockets, and that's it. So you take out on Long Island where he was at Friday, he's doing okay out there. Suffolk County, he's doing okay. I'm your host, BKP. I'm going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to talk about Obamacare eclipse mania in America. So we'll talk about that when we come back. Sam, take us a break.